So thank you for coming in this morning. So we're going to be doing a hair transplant. Do you know how many grafts we're looking for today?
3,500.
3,500. Okay, so we're going to do a big one. I love that. So we do a timeout. This is to make sure everything is set before you have your procedure. So we know your full name and date of birth, so I won't put that on the camera. Are you allergic to anything?
No.
And did you get prescribed any antibiotics at all?
No.
To start with?
I had prednisone and then diazepam.
Diazepam? Oh, excellent. Excellent. Come on in. This is Kara. You know Kara. Okay, you guys know each other. So your blood pressure looks good. And let's see here. We don't have to do any labs or anything like that, so I think we're set to go. So first thing we're gonna be doing is we're going to mark the area where we're gonna take the strip.
Okay.
Then Lee is here and she's gonna shave the hair in that area where we're gonna do it.
Okay.
After she shaves it, we're gonna numb up the area and we'll harvest the strip, which means we're gonna cut out a small strip of your hair. After we do that, we cauterize it so there's no bleeding, and then we put some stitches in. Okay. Then our techs will arrive shortly, and they're going to take the hair strip, and they're going to cut it into little pieces. And Kara will get involved, and she's going to do her magic. She's going to mark the area where we're going to do the transplant. Okay. We'll have you look in the mirror and agree that that's the right, how you want your hair to look.
Aesthetic.
The right aesthetic, exactly. And then she'll start making holes and then they'll plant the hairs. So it's gonna be kind of an extensive day. You'll probably be here until 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock tonight, but we'll try to keep you comfortable.
Okay.
Any questions before we get started?
No, I think I've asked lots of questions.
Okay, great. Okay, stand up for me, please. And we'll do it this way.
I've been hemming and hawing probably for 4 years now. And it was just this time.
Go ahead and have a seat. And there's a roller stool right here. Okay. So now we're just gonna mark the area. Can I get my visor, please, Lee? And tilt your head down just a little bit. I just had my last one done and I wanna do it again already. I get addicted to it, because I wanted it lowered a little bit. And then I was like, oh, I like the way it looks so much. I want to do some more. Kara's gonna tell me no at some point soon, I think. Kara, can I have another one?
Sure, the way you put it, we have to do grafts or something, right?
No, I did. I think we did close to 600 grafts this last time, and it was just to lower just a little bit. Kara kind of told me no a little bit too, because I wanted more. Remember, Kara?
She's the voice of reason.
Yes, she is. Sometimes it's a little annoying, though.
But all the best intentions.
Yes. Next time I'm going to ask you when you've had a glass of wine or something, Kara. Yes, we're just doing the markings, and now Lee is really great. She's going to give you a little haircut.
Okay.
So
you also do part of the, cleaning out the hair?
Yep. Kara will come get me. But Kara's really, really good. You won't even need me, but yeah. Kara. Okay, Lee, I made it hard for you because I went lower. So we're going to do here to here. You're going to start at the lower and go up.
The lower?
Yeah, not the upper. Does that make sense? So here's this one. This one, I don't want the upper.
Oh, the one that's way up here?
Mm-hmm.
No, I figure.
Yeah, I want the lower. Yeah. Okay, great.
Were you like nervous?
I was not until
I'm going to start shaking your head, so try not to move too much, okay?
Murderers in the Building.
Oh, how was that one?
Listen, hilarious.
Because I started watching it, but it was just a little slow.
It picks up.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I love Steve Martin, and Martin Short's in there too, right? Kara, do you mind handing me these as we do this? Now we're going to start numbing the area.
Okay.
And we start out with lidocaine, and then we're going to put some longer lasting stuff called bupivacaine or marcaine. Look at how beautiful your hair follicles are. How's the pain?
Not bad.
Not bad? Okay, good. You're tough.
It's a little sting.
I'm glad you're doing 3,500. You're going to see a nice difference. It's very noticeable. Good. Now this is the marcaine. This is the long lasting, so hopefully it'll keep you numb throughout your procedure. If it's not, just let us know and we'll put in a little bit more. And then where's calculator? Is it over here?
Oh yeah, right here. It should be right there.
Okay. So now we've counted the number of hairs. So what we're going to do is we're going to calculate 18 times 4, because with that scope right here. And when we count the number of hairs, we see how many in a quarter centimeter. So we're going to calculate, we take that number, which was 18, multiply it by 4. So that'll be the number of hairs per square centimeter. And so we've got 3,500 hairs that we're looking for. And that was divided by 75. equals 46. That's the length that we'd have to do if we did 1 centimeter. So we're gonna have to divide that by 1.5 equals 31. Now let's just see if we can get 31 across. So that would be the length of this strip that we're gonna be doing. Maybe 16. So we're not gonna be able to do that. So we're gonna have to do 2 centimeters across. The strip we're taking, so we're taking the strip now, and he's great because he has not had a hair transplant before. Because when you've had a hair transplant before, we have to manage the scarring that's occurred from the first transplant. And also the scalp gets tighter with the more transplants you've had as well. So it's really important that we, if you look here, if you look closely here, you can see it's important not to transect the hair follicles. And if you look, you can see there's the intact hair follicle there. So the bulb is there, and then it comes out of the skin this way. And that's one of the tricks in hair transplants is you don't want to cut those hair follicles in half. Otherwise, you're going to lose those hair follicles because you're going to kill them. And then there's 2 things that happen. You're going to have a bald spot, and you're also going to have less hairs to...
Feel it?
Are you in pain?
Are you okay?
Yeah. I just feel like
Pulling?
I feel like yeah. I don't
Okay.
feel like a sharp pain, just like a
Tagging.
dragging motion.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. And you can see he's really got a beautiful, fresh scalp, and everything looks perfect. And with women, sometimes when you're doing this, you can just pull like that, and the hair strip just comes out. See, like that. You have to be careful not to expose the bulbs of the hair follicles, though, because that can traumatize them, and we want to get every hair follicle we can. Great. Okay, so we've harvested our strip of hair. And there it is. And let's see if we put it down here. There it is. And this is a large strip because we're going to do a lot of hair follicles here. Lee, could I get a little bit more? I just need saline to keep the hair follicles fresh.
Don't worry, guys. We'll be reunited again soon.
That's hilarious. Yes, do you feel lighter? So now we just want to cauterize those little bleeders. Lee, were you able to find that hyaluronidaze?
Yes.
Okay, good.
It just has a lot of things in it because we have lots of medication in there.
Okay, great. Now what we do is we just want to try to bring that hair together again. And this is why you end up with a little tiny scar on the back of your head. So what we do is we pull this up and pull this down, and boom, we can see that that's going to be really nice and easy to pull together. The area where we have a little challenge is more on the sides, but I know we're going to have good luck here. Sorry, a little bit more numbing there. Looks beautiful.
Top or bottom?
It's on the bottom.
Bottom?
Mm-hmm.
Some more numbing here.
And same thing here, we're going to bring this together to here. Perfect. And so now we put in some, I don't have any Vicryl 3Os, please. We can put in some stitches here to keep it all together. And I'll need a second one of these two, please. And this is 3O Vicryl, this is absorbable suture.
When you stitch this together, do I get a pretty little forehead pullback?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Brow lift at the same time. Yes, exactly. Hold that up, please. Here. Thank you. Now, some people will do trichophytic closure. I haven't found that it makes a big difference. Great. We're bringing the hair together. It's looking good. Very good. Now with the sutures, what we'll do is we'll put them in. They'll stay in for 10 days. 10 days to 2 weeks. If you're a smoker, we want to keep them longer, but you're not a smoker, right?
No.
We highly discourage smoking during this procedure just because it constricts blood vessels and it can also kill the hair follicles that we transplanted. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'll do the second one, please, Lee. This is it? Thank you.
Do you have any vices?
Do you have any what?
Vices.
And go ahead and turn this way for me, please.
No.
No vices?
Oh yeah. No, not smoking. Yeah, I like whiskeys and
What's your favorite kind of whiskey?
stuff like that. Scotch normally, especially like Isla scotches. I like I kind of like smoky, briny scotches, like Lafroig, stuff like that. But
What's the difference between whiskey and Scotch whiskey?
well, Scotch whiskey is made in Scotland.
Is that it? Is that the only reason?
Yeah.
There's nothing else different about it.
I mean, yeah, maybe the different grains that they use or something like that, but specifically Isla, it's like an island off of Scotland there. They smoke the peat while like
They smoke what?
they smoke the like peat, like peat grass. And that imparts like a flavor in the grain, and then it kind of has like that seed. It kind of has like that some nuances of like sea, because it's right on the ocean or whatnot. Regularly, you have tons of different whiskeys, Irish whiskey, rye whiskey, Tennessee whiskey.
But this is all Lily here.
Yep.
Yeah, an interlocking suture, so it's for helps you.
How do you use the washing hair?
I'm liking it better.
I think they're more popular now.
I was thinking of getting it from my, not a sense, but Jen's like, don't do it. I was like, what do you mean don't do it?
What I don't like about it is all the notifications I get. So it keeps me on my phone even though I don't have my phone. Because what I usually do, I've started taking the notifications off, but what I started to do, when I get home is I want to be more present, especially with the kids and everything. So I put my phone away. But then I'm always getting like
Notification.
alerts on my phone, so I'm really not away from my phone.
And I do the same thing. But I turn mine off because it tells me I'm lazy all the time. He goes, hey, stand up, stand up.
Oh yeah, it's like time to stand up.
Mind your own
Yeah,
business.
mind your business.
You know, you have to watch. Look, I know I'm lazy.
Yeah,
Relax yourself.
It says you still have time.
Yeah.
It's like 10 minutes before the hour. If you didn't stand up that hour, it'll notify you. Just get up
Kara
and
doesn't do that.
stand
Oh,
around.
it did, yeah. At work, it did. Kara's like,
Yeah.
excuse me.
She's like, I'm always up.
Because I'm trying to take a
She's like,
break.
it never notifies me.
Or I'll tell you in the morning, like, oh, yesterday you didn't make your goal, but don't worry, you can make it today. I was like, no, I didn't make it for a reason.
You got that Tony Robbins edition, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. You
Oh,
probably
gosh.
did.
I did.
My
Yes,
fiance
yeah.
is obsessed with Tony Robbins.
Is he still relevant?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, he has like another
You know,
workout thing. And
It was so funny because I think the weekend after.
He's the one that did Fear 90.
No, Tony Robbins. He's the motivational speaker.
Oh, yeah, that guy. I don't know why I was like, an idea or something. I think I need to study too. Motivation speakers are always.
I remember it was a thing. Like there was a bunch of them for a while, and they kind of just died down. I guess no one wanted to be motivated.
None of us to be motivated. It's maxed and high. Yes. So including whatever doctor injected. That's why I was like, we need more marking. When can you redose marking?
6 hours.
Oh wow. Okay, so never mind.
That was the max you had out. You should be able to do more than that.
I think yeah.
I
Well,
don't think we'll do that.
okay. Okay.
It's Levi, right?
Lee.
Lee. No. Levi. Levi?
Huh?
No.
Lee.
This is Lee, and I'm Chloe.
Chloe.
Jose.
Jose, I'm sorry. Jose, at the end of the day, like when I have all my stuff on and I had some like little scabs and everything, can I just do a shot where it says, I just want to be pretty?
Of course.
He'll totally do that. You tell him, he'll make it happen. Just try it. I love that. That'll be awesome. That's all I want. Just want to be pretty. Oh wait, I'll cut it out. That's
You
hilarious.
can make that happen.
He's gonna have the scabs and everything. Yes, that is a great idea. I love that.
Prettier.
Just want to be prettier. Beautifuler. That's awesome. I like that.
And
Was your, do the whole procedure?
I'll just be popping in and out. Just
Not like when you do doctors when they do the Q&A.
no, I'm not doing that ever again.
Dude,
No.
your arm was like, his arm has to be dying. Like, how's he doing here? I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I was so sore the next
What
day.
happened?
Doctor did his hair transplant, and I was filming it
The whole
the whole time.
With your hand.
Yeah.
Just up.
And maybe he was like, he was already high, so it was fine.
Yeah.
He was like, oh my gosh, I need to stop talking. I'm high. I was like,
Yeah. After that, I learned, no, this is not worth it. I'm not gonna do that.
That's so funny. So he was answering questions while he was the patient?
Yeah. Yeah, I was alive actually.
It was
That's
a live, so a lot of people were asking questions. It was funny. I was there. It was a Saturday morning. Me and Kara were here hanging out.
luckily I've been in this business long enough, so I could just come in with the highlights. You know.
So is that like a mini ring light? Is that what it is?
Yeah, just a regular light. But my batteries were dead.
Oh, you gotta charge another one.
No, yeah.
I have another one here. It's right here in the drink.
Fibers and stuff like that, and I still use minoxidil on it.
And you have, I mean, you have. It's really expensive, but I honestly think I can get it better. Because the good thing with you, it's narrow. Like where your wash are thin, it's narrow.
Yeah, it's not like all the way out.
No.
Way out. Horseshoe, like big horseshoe, right?
Let me see this.
So this in the very down, or it'll just be like right there. It'll be brought. It's not really brought down. It's just gonna be
You can move it.
like I'm talking
Yeah.
about, just like right here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be denser right here.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And I mean, and I will like a little bit.
Oh yeah, like you said.
But this is your natural hairline,
That is
right?
my natural hairline.
So
It hasn't this part. I mean, yeah, these parts, but this part, I don't.
This is
It has not
Yeah.
moved
Yeah.
like that.
I kind of like to go by, they call them these sentinel hairs,
Mhm.
where like residual parts of your natural hairline, and that's kind of how I base how we do it. You know what?
Yeah, no, like yeah, I don't. I don't need my 18-year-old hairline. Not 18.
Okay, any questions? I think it's gonna be great for you.
So then this hair will come out to that's will be like
Yeah.
the peak right there. Okay.
What are you doing now?
I'm just gonna start doing it. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say whatever. I'm fine. Wherever you need.
Just,
Don't show my face.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it really.
maybe Wallen will see it.
makeup.
Maybe,
They need to tell me these things.
they need to tell me these things.
Oh, okay. It's a makeup on girl.
You look green.
All right.
Sometimes too, it's a little bit
Are you alone today?
No, Melissa's on.
No.
She comes from let me make sure that her light is on. You can put it with the batteries.
She didn't go with you to the Raider game?
Nope, just me and my son.
How far?
It's gonna be super rowdy. Everyone's just gonna see her. And be nice. And be mom.
Yeah. How old's your son?
12.
Oh, he's still young.
Huh?
He's still young.
I thought I was always just Scottish and Irish and maybe like a little bit of like Italian, like very small amount, but yeah. Listen,
Right.
yeah, so I thought I could use some other kind of treatment or something. What would you suggest? I mean, we don't have to talk about it right now, but what would you suggest? Well, they said that
You want the other ones?
I put mine up down auto surgery.
Oh.
So I think you can use your guys' for now.
Oh, yeah. You feel that?
I guess I did the scratching a rock against concrete. That's the only way I can think of it.
That like the crunchy sound.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels crunchy too. Like when you're opening.
So these are just all the little recipient sites for all the grafts.
I gotcha.
You live here in the desert?
Yeah, I live in Palm Springs. Technically, Palm Springs, yes.
Kind of like desert princess area.
Exactly.
Okay.